So in this video, I want to show you, you've lost it now, clearly. I don't want to show you one fab feature, I want to show you five fab features. Hello and welcome to the cabin of the Peugeot 508 PSE, Peugeot's new high-performance fastback and estate. It went on sale in Ireland in 2021, and in this video I'm going to show you 5 fab features of the new Peugeot 508 PSE. So fab feature number 1 is PSE, which stands for Peugeot Sport Engineered. And obviously Peugeot Sport has had to evolve now in this new era of hybrid and electric power. The 508 PSE is the first model from Peugeot to bear that new PSE branding, and expect to see more models like it. They're drawing on all their heritage and pedigree, producing performance cars. The Peugeot Sport team were responsible for all those wonderful GTI cars like the 208 GTI and the 308 GTI from the last few years. And this is the first performance Peugeot in about 5 years, so obviously they were busy behind the scenes. It was developed in Peugeot Sport's workshop in Versailles in France alongside their new Le Mans hypercar, and it was built in Mulhouse. So fab feature number 2 is performance hybrid. This is the most powerful production Peugeot ever made, and yeah, probably the most expensive as well, with a list price in Ireland about €70,000 for the fastback and from about €72,000 for the SW estate that I'm driving here. But it's all worth it. And under the bonnet there's a 1.6 litre turbocharged petrol engine, but there's more. There's 2 electric motors. There's an 80 kilowatt at the front, there's an 83 kilowatt at the rear. So the car's all-wheel drive, and the combined power output of the car is 360 horsepower. There's 520 newton meters of torque, and 0 to 100 kilometers per hour is 5.2 seconds, going on to an electronically limited top speed of 250 kilometers per hour. Remember, they've taken a 508, and just to recap on the 508, it's a very stylish car, it's very refined, very comfortable, but it certainly does not want to be thrown into corners. It just doesn't want to play like that. Well, whereas this one really does. It's just totally designed for that. They've worked on the chassis of the 508 to handle that extra power, 360 horsepower. Obviously all-wheel drive helps with the power distribution to the road and how it performs in cornering. It's lowered and stiffer than a standard 508. It's got a wider track. We've got very sticky Michelin tyres and very strong performance brakes. There's an adaptive suspension, there's driving modes. It's a car transformed. So fab feature number 3 is sport mode, where you get the maximum 360 horsepower at your disposal. And I always go to look for sport mode in a car. Sport mode does still matter, even in this new era of hybrid. So in the 508 PSE, it gives you a more aggressive throttle, it tightens up the steering a bit, it changes the adaptive suspension settings. So you get that maximum 360 horsepower. You also get a little bit of augmented engine noise as well, which I'm going to try and demonstrate now. Slow down the vehicle, then just let it rip. Whoa! So yeah, it just goes, like it's instant throttle response as well. It's 4-wheel drive, there's sensational grip. The rear wheels get in on the action as well. You can certainly feel yourself being pushed along. You can feel all the wheels gripping. The steering is very communicative. They've vastly improved the steering over a standard 508. It feels a proper performance car steering. It's fluid, precise. You're getting feedback what's going on with the 4 wheels. It's very enjoyable and engaging car to drive. It performs more like a hot hatchback in corners. Remember, this car weighs 1,850 kilograms. It's a big, heavy car, but on the road it feels light, agile and precise. The car is so stable. It's really enjoyable to drive. It reminded me of the 308 GTI, which would be the last performance Peugeot that I drove. It had quite a menacing side to it, but this car reminded me of it. And I wasn't expecting that from a hybrid, and I think you do have to put it into sport mode to access that side of this car's character, because it obviously has its very environmentally conscious side as well. You can drive it on electric power for up to 42 kilometers. So fab feature number 4 is estate car. Yes, it's the estate car of your dreams. The 508 PSE is available as a fastback, which is like a hatchback, but it actually looks more like a saloon. And then of course this SW estate. Estate cars have never really been as popular in Ireland as they are in mainland Europe, but that's a shame because this car is so practical, so spacious. There's been no compromise to the boot space in the hybrid compared to more standard 508 models. It's 467 litres. Big practical family car with an amazing engine and performance. It looks fantastic. It's available in grey, white or black with those lime green accents for the new PSE brand. It's got a very aggressive body kit, winglets, a rear diffuser and 20-inch wheels. Because at the price that they're asking, it really does have to stack up. Fab feature number 5 is the iCockpit, which is Peugeot's new interior design concept that we've seen emerging in new generation Peugeots in the last few years. They have really refined the concept, I would say. It has been controversial. You'll find many people on the internet saying that they can't see the instrument binnacle properly, or they don't like the small steering wheel. I don't have any issue with getting comfortable. There's lots of adjustment in the seat and the steering wheel. So basically you're looking over this compact steering wheel at the instrument binnacle, which is the opposite to most cars where you look through the steering wheel. Everything is really clear and there's a touchscreen here as well on my left. I find the compact steering wheel just gives you that greater feeling of being in control of the vehicle. It feels good in your hands. I really like it. Elsewhere, the quality in this car is excellent. So look, there's a hefty list price for the 508 PSE. It's a premium list price. But Peugeot's been on a move up market for years now. They said they were going to do it, and then they actually did it, and the product reflected that. And it's the same here in the 508 PSE. And it even feels a little bit more sophisticated than a standard 508. And you've got more of this lime green accents for the PSE branding, and also these sport seats. You sit very low and sporty in the car, and yeah, I've really enjoyed this car this week. It surpassed my expectations. It's far more than just a visual makeover. You've got that engine and the engineering of the vehicle to back it up, the way it's being developed. They're true professionals when it comes to making performance cars. Never underestimate a Peugeot performance car. It's one of the best. So that's just a quick look at the new Peugeot 508 PSE. It's part of the story, but it's not the whole story. So I would like you to go over to ChangingLanes.ie to take a look at my review there. I've left a link in the description below the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. stands for Peugeot Sport Engineered. What is that? Why are you beeping at me? You interrupted me. It is the estate car of your dreams. Or maybe it's just the estate car of my dreams. I don't know.